What is going on, everybody? Nate here, and welcome back to our SkyFactory 4. I gotta remember what it's called. SkyFactory 4 Let's Play series. So, I have been harvesting trees. You can see I've got some dirt trees and some clay trees and some petrified trees. Collecting resources. I've built up about 20 cobblestone. It's not a lot, but it'll get us what we need. There's a few things we need to make, and you'll see why in just a moment. But we're going to make a couple of these... no, not more slabs. Why am I being a weirdo? A couple of these crushing tubs. And I'm making a couple of them, again, for reasons you'll see in a moment. And then I also want to make, oh, I don't know, probably the same amount of these, oh, I don't have enough cobble. Okay, so we're only going to make 2 of those, because we're a little limited on resources at the moment. So, cauldrons. Those stack? Those do stack. And you can see we're getting leaves. The leaves are okay. We're going to be able to do some stuff with them. But I didn't leave myself any... I did. Okay, excellent. And we're also going to need 3 clay. And we're going to do those just like that. And now we've got a bucket. And we can actually go ahead and smelt up the bucket. But as you can see, I expanded the base out a little bit. It's all just slabs, all the same layer. I made a bunch of torches and torched everything up, and just did a few little maintenance things here and there. Nothing too significant. So yeah, I've just been going around and collecting those trees once in a while doing this stuff. I probably didn't collect as much stuff as I should have, but we've got enough to kind of keep going. So there we go. We've got a bucket. So now, let's take a look, and we're going to rearrange this and kind of broaden this out, give ourselves some space. But for now, we're just going to place the things. So, these crushing tubs, I haven't watched any tutorials or read anything on how to use them. I just sort of figured it out. I'm just sort of figuring a lot of this out as I go. But these, you can place certain items in and stomp on them, and they will give you different materials. They'll change some materials into others. It's kind of a neat mechanic, and it also gets you water. So some of the stuff we're going to need, because we want to get... I was trying to look up how we could get netherrack, because I need a block that I can burn on that will stay burning. And the only one I can remember off the top of my head is netherrack. I'm sure with all these mods, though, we can find some source of fire. But we need to make a little bit of lava so we can make a cobblestone generator, because I would like a cobblestone generator. That would be an objectively easier way of getting cobble than farming it through the trees. So, and we could build like a traditional cobblestone generator. That's not a big deal. But we've got all these mods. Well, why not use them? So, what we need to get, though, is iron. We need to get to iron for a number of reasons. And to make iron, the easiest path for us is to make iron amber. And to make iron amber, we're going to need resins from a couple different kinds of trees. We need coal resin, we need gravel resin, we need sand resin, and we need clay resin. And here is how, so to get those, we obviously need sand trees, gravel trees, we have clay trees, and we need coal trees. So to make sand saplings, we need to take a petrified sapling, which we have, and surround it with sand acorns, which we do not have. To make sand acorns, we need a crushing tub. And the crushing tub, if we put in gravel acorns, that will get us sand acorns and a little bit of sap. But we don't have gravel acorns. How do we make gravel acorns? Through gravel trees. How do we get gravel trees? By surrounding petrified saplings with gravel acorns. And how do we get gravel acorns? Again, it's kind of circular, but it works. So we've got petrified acorns. If we stomp on them in the crushing tub, they get us gravel acorns. So we've got a few petrified acorns here, and we're obviously going to need more. But at the moment, because I used them all to make the cobblestone, and we don't have a lot, but we've got 12 of them, so we're going to be able to make enough. So this one, and I'm going to put. We've got plenty of wood. Let's go ahead and make a couple of signs so we can kind of label everything here. Boop. There we go. We got some signs. Why did I only get 2 signs? That's weird. Did it put the rest in my chest? It should have been more than... I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. Who knows? Oh no, that's it's 21 signs. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a sign here, and this one is going to be sap. There we go. I would like this one probably to be water. Make it look nice. There we go. And I don't know that we're going to get any of this episode, but we do want another one so we can kind of keep these separate. So acorns get us sap. And you can go ahead and when you right click into it, it will drop your entire stack of whatever you got. So then what you do is you get yourself over it and you just jump on them. And you can keep going until it's done. And it will hold a reservoir of liquid. We could use our bucket to get that out of there, but I don't want to get sap in our bucket because I don't know exactly how or if we can get that out. Let's get these leaves out of here and the saplings. And yeah, oh, we can go ahead and place these cauldrons too. So the cauldrons, we're also we're gonna need these coming up. I don't know if we'll get to them this episode, but you know what? We're just gonna set them side by side. The cobblestone cauldrons, I mean, it looks like cobblestone. It's fine. But and we'll collect up the trees we do have. So now we've got somewhere in our inventory 12 gravel acorns. And we're gonna need more than that. There's some more petrified acorns. Let's go ahead and throw those in there and collect up. I mean, eventually we're gonna need. Well, let's go ahead and make our gravel sapling. So we need a petrified, and we're gonna need 2 of these. A petrified sapling and 8 of our gravel acorns. And we can make a gravel sapling. And we need 1 more. Yeah, let's harvest our trees again. Because we need 1 more of the petrified acorns to be able to make 1 more gravel acorn so that we can make our sand. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get a bunch of those. Because why not? Okay, now we can take our gravel acorns and we'll take 8 of those. And now we can use these in the same way to make sand acorns, and there they are. Okay, so now we've got sand and gravel acorns, and with the sand acorns we can once again make a sand sapling. So now we've got a gravel sapling and a sand sapling. And I forgot to smelt up our clay. Let's go ahead and leave 3 so we can make another bucket. 50 will get us 10 more clay pots. So we're going to need 10 more dirt. There we go. And excellent. So while that's smelting up, let's go ahead and look at some of the next steps. So to get, again, we're looking for iron, and to get iron we need iron amber. So we've got a sand tree, we've got a clay tree, we've got a gravel tree, and now we need a coal tree. And to get a coal tree we need to actually smelt a birch sapling. to get a birch sapling, we can actually use a cauldron, and we take a sand sapling and water, or in water, to get a birch sapling. So that means we need water. How are we going to get water, you ask? Well, in a cauldron, we can put ice. Well, we don't have any of that stuff. Or, in our crushing tub, we can put, I believe, any sapling. And we've got a bunch of dirt saplings. And we don't really need a bunch of dirt saplings. So what we can do is come over to our chest and get, I don't know, like let's get 34 of them, because why not? And this one is where we're going to want our water, so let's go ahead and place those in there. And we just start stomping them away. And now we're getting water. And that's why we got ourselves a bucket, because we can put the water in the bucket. And I don't even know, is this full? How do you know when it's full? No. Okay, it tells you. Okay, so with everyone, nice. And this will actually hold, what's that, 8 buckets of liquid. So we take a bucket, we put it in our cauldron, and then we needed a sand sapling. So what I'm going to do to kind of get some additional, like some extra saplings at the start, is we're going to plant our one, and we're going to farm this one like normal. Because you get more saplings. The saplings are kind of a low chance in the bonsai pots. So we could end up having to harvest that several times to even get like our first sapling. And hey, we're getting sand acorns now, but we need saplings. So let's go ahead and cut the tree down so the leaves start to despawn. And I know it's easier to get saplings with a crook, but I can't be bothered, honestly. We should get at least 1 or 2 saplings out of this, I would think, and if not, we can always make more. We've got the ability to make gravel and sand saplings with our, okay, there we got 1, and hopefully we get a couple, so that way we can go ahead and make, that's a lot of leaves. So we can go ahead and plant one of our sand saplings and start getting more that way. But this way we can go ahead and make our birch sapling, which we can then use to grow a couple of birch trees and get some more saplings. So what did we get? We got 2. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So what we do now is we walk up with our sand sapling, and apparently you just dip it in the water. It uses some of the water, and now we've got a birch sapling. So if we go ahead and do our little grow dance until the birch tree grows, hopefully we can pick up a couple extra saplings out of this, and that will get us what we need to make our coal sapling. And then once that's done, hopefully enough of our clay will have smelted that we can make a tree pot for each of these. And then I'm probably going to do some more grinding to get some resources to work towards, to get what we need to make enough iron to do a few useful things. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hopefully pick up some more birch saplings. That's sand. We got 1. 2 would be nice, so we have a spare. We just had 1 drop. It didn't fall off the island. Okay, we're good. We are good. We've got enough saplings to get 1 in a tree pot and get some birch growing. So now we're going to be able to get some diversity of wood here, which is also pretty nice. So let's go ahead. Yeah, that'll be plenty for the moment. And we'll take these out. And let's put in 1 of our birch saplings, and then we'll stick the rest of that clay back in, because we're going to want a bunch of these pots. And I've got a nice little bit of dirt, and we're going to be able to make a lot of stuff from here. So now we have got a coal sapling. So we've got a coal, a sand, and a gravel. And these are, oh, and a birch. We've just made 4 new trees. And to avoid wasting as much coal as possible, we'll go ahead and throw the rest of those in there. So let's make some of these pots. Boop. And there we go. We got 5 of those. And where is, oh, so we got dirt. And I'm not going to bother at the moment. Oh, one of the neat things about these bonsai pots, check this out. This is so cool. You can fill them with dirt and then plant your trees. And look at that. We even have an extra one. And I'm hoping by the end of the episode we're going to have an iron tree well, not hoping, we will have an iron tree in that one by the end of the episode, and be growing iron. So, one thing that's cool is if you shift and click, you can actually pick up the pot. And it doesn't show the tree in it, which is kind of a bummer. But then you can like walk around with it. Let's get back in the right view and place it back down anywhere you want. Like I had these all not in any kind of order that made any sense, and we want to keep harvesting them. A lot of this early game grinding for me is finding little things to do in the minute or so, 30 seconds to a minute that it takes for these trees to grow. And some of them do grow faster, like you can see the bonsai, or the why can I not think right now? The coal one kind of takes a little bit of time to grow, but like the coal one takes longer than all the rest of these did. The birch one takes not very much time to grow. But now we should be picking up birch, and we got some coal acorns. Unfortunately, the resin is a fairly low chance to drop, which I don't necessarily understand because the resin actually drops out of nearly every log you break when you're growing the full-size trees. But the bonsai pots aren't an ideal way to collect wood and stuff. It's a fast and convenient way to collect wood, right? So we're sacrificing a little bit of efficiency for probably a lot of speed, because we're able to just go through and click and harvest those and do little things while they grow up, and we can keep this cycle going for good. Once we have iron, then everything will collect. We can actually put everything in its own little double chest and kind of collect this stuff very quickly. But yeah, so that is where we're at so far. And we've got a couple coal resin. We're going to need a couple more to make our first iron. The coal is what you need the most of when you're making the iron. And there is another recipe, I think, which is weird. I think that just reverses the sand and the gravel. It's the same recipe. But once we get iron trees, we won't need to grow all of these resources. We'll be getting iron acorns and iron resin, and then we can make the iron amber that way. So that is going to be really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it up right here, and I'm going to farm up enough of all of this stuff to kind of move on to our next steps here. So we will see you all very shortly. Okay, welcome back. We have made a little bit of progress. So, I have iron amber. And if you remember, the recipe for that was where again? Oh yeah, under smelting. And then we go to iron amber. And so it was 4 of the coal resin, 2 gravel resin, 2 sand resin, and 1 clay resin. So I wound up getting enough of that to make 13 iron amber. And I've prepared a few things. So let's go ahead and, for the moment, I'm sure there's a way to like double this or whatever. I really don't even know. For the moment, we're just going to smelt it because we need some. As you can see, I've kind of, excuse me, filled out the tree farm some. Ended up, so what I've got is 4 dirt, 4 clay, 4 petrified, 4, those are sand. Yep, sand and gravel and coal, and I've got my 1 birch sapling there. I'm not too worried about getting more birch. You don't really get a lot of it out of it. I've done a little bit of organizing. You can see I've been farming quite a bit. But yeah, like I've gotten all this out of all those, and then just 31 logs. Got a ton of sticks. We've gathered a ton of leaves. And we've got a pretty good bunch of these, so that's cool. I have gone ahead and used the rest of our dirt over here for one of the things that we're going to make in just a moment, because there are some resources we need. So one of the things we need to make is, well, one, I need food. So what we're going to do is we're going to, and apparently I'm in a biome that doesn't rain. I haven't really looked to see what biome I'm in, and I don't remember that this is a little bit different. Oh, desert, yeah. So I'm in a desert. No rain. I had set this out because to catch rain, but I'm in a biome that does not rain. So that's kind of beside the point. Either way, take a dirt resin and dip it in one of these cauldrons, and you get an oak sapling. I did make a permanent water source block over here so I didn't have to keep stomping water out. That's kind of annoying. So I've got an oak sapling, and what I want to do with this is make a... oh shoot, that's right, my axe is out of axe. I want to make a... I think it's got like, yeah, one durability left. I'm going to go ahead and make a... yeah, we're gonna just make a new axe real quick. It's not like I'm hurting for wood. We'll make a new wood axe. I actually am completely out of cobblestone, which is why I didn't make another one. So, we're gonna need, I want to make, an apple tree, and then put out another one of those, tree farm things, bonsai pots, and go ahead and get some apples farming up. Unfortunately, the apples are kind of one of those slow drops in the bonsai pots too, but it'll get us enough to be able to feed ourselves little by little. You can eat the acorns, and you can even cook them for like roasted acorns in the furnace, but they just don't, like, you have to eat a lot of them. Like, it doesn't make a lot of them. Or it doesn't fill your hunger bar very much. So, yeah, that's a little frustrating. But yeah, now we've got some oak saplings. So, I mean, we don't really need to plant them. We don't get anything necessarily from oak saplings that we can't get from other sources. And I didn't get an apple, so what I'm going to go ahead and do, well, you know what, I'm not going to do it right now. I don't have any clay. But another thing I wanted to do really quickly, and I forget how you make the mud. How do you make, oh, that was just dirt. Oh, okay, yeah. So, we have got a cauldron of water, and in there I'm going to put some dirt. That is going to get us mud. And then what I need to do, or what I'm looking for here, is a grass block. And to make a grass block, you can make it in a cauldron. You need to put leaves in mud, and that will get you a grass block. Well, it just so happens we have gobs and gobs of leaves, and I guess we would go ahead and get a couple. I think there should be enough in there for at least 4. So let's go ahead and get 4 grass blocks. And you just click it like that, and now we've got grass blocks. Fancy. And so I've planted a little bit of grass out here, and we're going to go ahead and put this down so it can spread. Perfect. And that'll get us a little grass. Here in an upcoming episode, I do want to make a bone tree, and I think you can get bone meal from bone trees. That will allow us to bone meal this up and get different flowers and dyes that we're going to need. There's a recipe I was looking at that I need red dye for. So just like little stuff like this, I'm trying to kind of plan ahead a little bit and get the grass now, so that way by the time we're ready for it, I can have built a platform underneath all this, and because some of that stuff's going to be down the road a little bit. What I need to focus on next, and I don't think we're going to do it in this episode. I think we're pretty much at the end of what we're going to get done in this episode. But the next thing I want to get is a cobblestone generator. And I think for the moment we're going to have to go analog on this one and actually just build up a traditional cobblestone generator. Oh no, I have the same problem with it that I have with this. So I can get all of these resources. Like, these are all just, you know, whatever kind of stone, cobblestone, anything. Any kind of glass in there, and a water bucket, which I can get, but unfortunately lava's a little harder to obtain, and I'm going to try it, but not in this episode. I don't think this is something you can get it with a cauldron by putting cobblestone in an empty cauldron, but it has to have fire underneath it. And I don't know how long it has to be on fire. Without having access to netherrack, I don't know. I need to find another block that I can catch on fire that will burn long enough to do that. And so that's going to take a little bit of testing and hopefully not burn my base down. Oh, I had completely forgot what the whole point of this silly episode was. we wanted to get iron. So let's see. I should have enough resources to get what I need for iron. Or no, I've already got the iron. What was I gonna make with it? There was something specific, and I am completely drawing a blank. Um. Oh, you know what I wanted the iron for? Flint and steel, so I could start a fire underneath one of these cauldrons, get lava to make a cobble generator. That was the point. Never mind, I was on track. I kind of spaced out there for a minute, I guess. So yeah, either way, I'm gonna have to play around a little bit to get this to get the cobblestone generator, because otherwise I'm having trouble finding a way that I can make lava. Like, there is no way to make a lava block, unless we get into mystical agriculture, and I don't know how to start up mystical agriculture, how to get the initial seeds. I mean, I guess I could look that up really quickly. Seeds, and we need, I know, what is it? No, not Infernium. Base crafting seed. So that is prosperity shards, and we can make it with prosperity acorns. I want prosperity acorns to be a real thing. Like, can we make prosperity acorns like a real thing? That would be just great. But yeah, no, you need. So somehow we have to find a way of starting mystical agriculture, because there's a lot of neat things you can do with it as well. And that could get us lava. So I don't know. I need to find a way to, or if there's maybe a block that can be burnt from one of these mods. I'm not really sure. I need to figure out how to look that up. You can burn. You know what? I don't know. All these things seem like they would require lava. I mean, there's a lava fabricator, but you need blaze rods and magma cream, which I'm assuming we're probably pretty far away from. Obsidian, machine case, block of redstone, and yeah, redstone tree stone. Where's the sapling? There we are. What was the recipe for that? Petrified. Okay, iron resin. Oh, see, we need. Okay, so I think I know what we're gonna do in the next episode then, because we're getting right about 30 minutes, and that's where I'd like to leave it. Anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, I completely got sidetracked looking up lava, and I was like, oh well, I'll worry about that in a future episode, and I forgot that was directly in the road of all the things that I wanted to do with the last few minutes of this episode, because the cobble generator is pretty easy to set up, and could have made us some cobblestone instead of having to make it with the petrified stuff, because that takes a lot of resources, and which means a lot of farming and spending a lot of time collecting those resources. So either way, I'm probably going to end this episode here, and then do a little bit of farming, and see what I can work out for the next episode. I think what we're going to end up doing next is Tinker's Construct, because Tinker's Construct will allow us... Oh, I know something we might have the resources for. Something I was looking up much earlier. Bone meal. Where's the sapling? Bone sapling. So that's surrounding it with bone meal. A petrified sapling surrounded by bone meal. And we can make bone meal with a cauldron using gravel and water. Okay, so we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. That was another thing that I'd considered, and I completely forgot about. So we need a petrified sapling. We can clay. Getting some good saplings though, which is good. I like having a lot of saplings around. So petrified sapling, and we need gravel. And I know we can make gravel with gravel, and that's gonna be these here. So let's go to, oh wait, let's go ahead and grab our gravel resins. Just grab like enough. We don't need a lot. So let's look up the gravel, and I don't know, let's go with 3, and then we drop the gravel in the water, I think it was. and that gets us 3 bone meal. Okay, so we've got 9 bone meal, and that we surrounded a. Yep. Pick all this up. I'm just going to set all this in here for the moment, clear out a little inventory space anyway. So we take our petrified sapling, surround it by 8 of these, and that gets us a bone sapling. And then the bone sapling, let's see. Oh, I guess it would help if I was actually typing in the bar, right? Sapling. We want to look up cottonwood sapling. That was another one I wanted to get. I know how to get a jungle, or we can get a jungle spruce with vines and bone meal. So we've got some we know how to get bone meal now. And a cottonwood acorn is okay. So you make the sapling with the acorns, but you need the tree to make the. Let's see, where'd that go? Cottonwood. There it is. So we can make a cottonwood sapling with jungle sapling, which is actually fairly easy to make. You take a clay sapling in mud in a cauldron, and that gives you a jungle sapling. And we also need vines, and you can make vines by hanging a jungle sapling. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, that's... how else would you get a jungle sapling? Yeah, let's look this up. Jungle sapling. Yeah, we can... clay and mud. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, we're okay. We're okay. Right. Boy, am I derping all over the place in this episode. So, with a clay sapling and some mud, which we already saw how to make mud. It's just dirt and water. So we can get some more water and some more dirt, and we can make take a clay sapling and go ahead and make a jungle sapling. Let's just go ahead and do it. Why talk about it when we can do it? Oh wait, I used all my dirt, didn't I? I did. That's okay. We have resources. You know what? We're gonna call this an episode. I just looked at the time. We're gonna be a little over 30 minutes, so we're gonna call that an episode. And in the next episode, I'll try and get myself organized a little bit. And we'll go ahead and get a whole bunch more of these different kinds of saplings made. And then I'm also going to set up the kind of resources, because I think what I want to start doing is Tinker's Construct. We've got clay, we've got sand, we've got just about everything we need for Tinker's Construct except for lava. So I'm going to look up and see what I can find that would be a block that we can use for like permanent fire to be on that I don't need to go to the nether for. And then we will go ahead and make that and get ourselves some lava, and then we'll be able to move on with a few of these other things. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.